Imagine yourself meeting with a female drug abuser at the age of 19 that has been without sleep for 60 hours. Her body is covered in razor blades and scars she's inflicted upon herself. Her mind haunted by memories of sexual abuse and suicidal thoughts. How would you react upon meeting with this abused, depressed, and lonely girl? According to the website To Write Love on Her Arms, one of its web pages created by Jamie Towarski, accessed on March 18, 2013, Jamie Towarski was faced with the situation and decided to act upon the abused girl Renee's condition. Over 18 million people suffer from depression in the United States, and 2 out of 3 of these people do not seek help. Untreated depression is the #1 cause of suicide, and according to Division of Biostatistics Office of Public Health Statistics and Information Services, South Carolina has had 628 suicides in 2010 alone. As an active advocate for this organization and have experienced people with similar conditions, I promote this movement that focuses on treatment for those who need it. Because depression, suicide, addiction, and anxiety disorders exist throughout our nation, we should support To Write Love on Our Arms nonprofit organization. To further understand why this organization can resolve a seamlessly never ceasing problem in society, we will learn how people negatively cope with depression and then how To Write Love on Our Arms can do to help prevent as well help assist those suffering from addiction, self-injury, depression, and suicide. The ways in which depressed people cope with depression can be harmful to themselves and the people around them. To truly comprehend how people cope with depression, we need to acknowledge different coping mechanisms for depression. There are, but not limited to, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. On HBO's addiction webpage accessed on March 20th, 2013, addiction is a chronic relapsing brain disease. Brain images shows that addiction severely hinders different areas of the brain that affect learning, decision-making, and other behavioral characteristics. What is worse is that only 10% of Americans who need drug and alcohol treatment actually seek it. Adolescent addiction has increasingly become a problem in our society. This increase is partially due to teens' heightened sensitivity to peer pressure and also their still developing brains. Sometimes untreated depression and other struggles can lead to self-injury, where the person suffering may deal with their hurt by causing pain on their body. This type of coping mechanism was somewhat a mystery until 1996. It has undoubtedly become an actual problem that must be confronted with rather than left in the dark. A person coping with depression through self-injury may cut, burn, infect oneself, punch self or object, bruise or break their bones, or even pull out their hair. It is difficult to pinpoint statistics since researchers have used different sample populations, different definitions, and a measure for self-injury. However, according to the SAFE alternative webpage accessed on March 20, 2013, studies on adolescents in the community sample show that about 30% are self-injurious and also have attempted suicide at one point in their life. Suicide results are from complex social culture factors such as a loss of family member or a change in location. As a report by the World Health Organization on To Write Love on Our Arms webpage accessed on March 20, 2013, an estimated 1 million people around the world die from suicide. Suicide has become one of the 3 leading causes for death for ages ranging 15 to 44 years old. Location and ethnicity may play a role in suicide as well. In Eastern Europe, the highest suicide rates are reported amongst men and women, while the Eastern Mediterranean and Central Asia have the lowest suicide rates. Suicide in minority groups in the United States has become a more prevalent issue. Research shows that there has been an increased rate of suicide amongst Native Americans and other original populations. Even these coping mechanisms appear fatal, there is treatment that allows breakthrough to happen with the aid of To Write Love on Our Arms. According to Mitchell-Peters' brief article, To Write Love on Our Arms, Tutor for Suicide Prevention, published in June 2012, To Write Love on Our Arms received a $1 million grant from Chase at the American Giving Awards. The award was given to them based on the goal of the organization, which is dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. It exists to encourage, inform, inspire, and also invest directly into treatment and recovery. It all began with a story I mentioned earlier. Jamie Towarski met Renee and felt so burdened about her situation that he wanted to help her, but rather in an unconventional way. He said that if he were going to help Renee, he would do it in the coolest way possible. Jamie did this by taking Renee to different concerts during the day for about a week. By the end of the week, she showed great progress by the way of giving up her razor blades, cocaine, and pledging to stay at a treatment center. He felt so moved by what he was able to achieve with Renee that he decided to make a difference for people who shared a story similar to hers, and that's when he started to write Love on Our Arms. During the summer months, the movement sets up booths at festivals and encourages volunteers to join their team to prepare a venue for select musicians, creating community-like atmosphere for musicians and the locals. Guest speakers and bands asked to write Love on Our Arms perform to say a few encouraging words to the audience in order to feel a connection to the people they are playing for. Today they have a working website which lets you explore their transparent motives and their beginnings as an organization. You can also visit their store. You will also find at the top of the website's main page a Find Help button. If you click on it, you can have access to links to help people struggling with suicide or self-injury. According to R.M. Milliner's article labeled To Write Love Through the Indie Imaginary, the narrative argument of meditative movement published in May 2012, To Write Love on Our Arms gains support from Canada, the UK, and Australia. It increases exposure via CBS, MTV, and NBC, has accumulated many donors as well as people in need of help. Some people may argue that To Write Love on Our Arms was created of an indie imaginary, an emergent meditated implementation and appropriation of some age-old subcultural practices. But one thing is certain, its core values foster real hope for those who are committed to recovery. To Write Love on Our Arms stays true to their mission statement, which is, To Write Love on Our Arms is a nonprofit movement dedicated to presenting hope and finding help for people struggling with depression, addiction, self-injury, and suicide. To Write Love on Our Arms exists to encourage, inform, inspire, and also invest directly into the treatment and recovery. This organization is growing every day and saving more lives who wouldn't want to be involved with that. They have a great community of people who want to help others and also a vision for a brighter future. Just like Jamie Tworski said, beyond treatment, we believe community is essential. People need other people. We were never meant to do life alone. The vision is that community hope and help will replace secrets and silence. The vision is people putting down guns, blades, and bottles. The vision is that we can reduce the suicide rate in America and around the world. The vision is that we would learn what it means to love our friends and we would love ourselves enough to get the help we need. The vision is better endings. The vision is restoration of broken families and broken relationships. The vision is people finding life, finding freedom, finding love. The vision is graduation, a Super Bowl, a wedding, a child, a sunrise. The vision is people becoming incredible parents, breaking cycles, and making changes. The vision is the possibility that your best days are ahead. The vision is the possibility that we're more loved than we'll ever know. The vision is hope, and the hope is real. You are not alone, and this is not the end of your story. To Write Love on Our Arms sheds light and hope on those who feel lost. By supporting this organization and spreading the word, many who struggle will have the opportunity to be surrounded by a community of people who truly care. Visit the website towriteloveonourarms.com to get more information and find out how to be involved. Take a stand for those who feel like they cannot, and remember to be the light to those living in the darkness. Thank you.